Close your eyes.
Realme and Infinix. Ano naman ang cellphone mo?
Mine's Oppo, a
Infinix?
baby.
Oh, that's why Infinix has signal.
Infinix has signal.
Yeah.
I gotta buy an signal.
Oh.
Very nice. So what's going on here this morning? The guys here are starting to do the forms, putting the forms up for the cement.
Cellphone
Sorry about that, guys. I lost everybody. Lost my signal. Hi, guys. Thank you. First one in my chat today. Hello, Nikki. Kuma. Hello. Good morning, Brian. Bama. Good morning. Hey, hey, hey. It's Fat Albert. You guys know? A bad signal, yeah. A little bit bad. It's just relaxing right now. And then we're going to continue the work. Yeah, Brian, we're back. Chat with another gentleman. And then I had
I brought my cellphone to you.
a person texted me. She wants to do her child report birth abroad. And so I'm going to do a segment to entirely cover child report birth abroad and my experiences when I got citizenship for all three of my children, U.S. citizenship, things to do, things not to do. I'll cover everything. I'll cover the entire checklist. I'll cover what money it costs, and then other options. For example, this particular person, husband left her, but he has drawn Social Security. The child is his on the birth certificate. He signed it. So now all she'll need to do is go to the Social Security Administration, contact them, give them all of the information, and once she gets her child's citizenship and applies for Social Security card for her child, who is 11 now, apply for a U.S. passport at the same time, she'll be able to get all of those things done, and her child will draw Social Security till he's 18 years of age for 7 more years. And she'll also, I believe, they will back pay until back to the day that her husband started drawing Social Security. That child will receive the back pay back to that date. So whatever date that may be, that child may be in for a very large, substantial paycheck. You know? So I don't know what their dates are. I didn't get specific and get into her business, but I'm going to help her to get through this so that she can easily do all her forms and get her child his citizenship that he deserves. So we're going to take care of that. You're back. Yeah, I can't wait till I get my Starlink either. It looks like I'm going to have to buy the one from Scott and Isa. What my plan is, I'll buy that one on the 23rd or so, and then he'll ship it over to me. And then I'll have a Starlink Mini over here. That will be awesome, awesome. Definitely we're going to get the Starlink Mini. We need one over here. We're going to get one. And then I'll have a lot more content I'll be able to share with you folks. I did put some videos on CapCut last night. I forgot if I posted them. God, I was so busy last night. And I put together a video of me walking on the road up here when I was waiting for the truck to come. So I put together several, I think 3 videos on CapCut. And then I did share it to YouTube. Yes, I did. Should be up on YouTube already. It's like a 40 minutes video. So if you guys haven't seen that yet, you can go watch that video. It's basically just showing you from the school area here, the dirt road, from my driveway going, and you'll see how bad the condition is. I can't do anything about that. That's a LGU project I can't touch. I can't go make a bridge or do what I need to do to drive my truck here. I have to do without, leave it parked in San Antonio. So what we're doing today is, you can see they've got the wood going up now. They're putting the forms up for the cement. So that's what they're starting to do now, is they're starting to put the forms up so that they can pour the beams. And they don't have enough, we don't have enough wood, the 2x4s. And this is not something you just buy. Here you have to chainsaw it. You have to pay someone to chainsaw a tree down and slice it. And we're going to do the best we can with what we have. So we're probably going to form up 2 sides, or whatever we have full forms for. We have, let's see, 1, 2, 1 for here, 1 for here. And then this one's up. We'll go as far as we can. Let's see. Inside, outside, inside, outside. Inside, outside, inside, outside. We still need sections here. So what we'll do is we'll complete the pour for these areas, put it together, complete the pour, then move the forms and complete the pour again. We got the plywood. Now he's trying to get enough 2x4s, 2x3s, 2x4s to put together for the forms to do the rest of the job. We've got a bunch of rotten old 2x6s, but we're going to make it work. Is there a lot of nails in this 2x6s? Can we slice the 2x6 with a chainsaw? Yeah. Why don't we do that? I got my big chainsaw, or we got the small one here. We can borrow the small one from Boyette, and we can slice this wood. It'll slice fast. It's dry. This wood will slice fast, and we can slice the 2x6s in half, and that'll be our farm wood. Okay, let's do that. Let's plan on that. Just get the nails out of them so we don't hit it with the chainsaw. Yeah. Tell these guys, make sure they get all the nails out on the 2x6s. Get all the nails, and then we'll just get the chainsaw and we'll slice them. Okay, I got a chainsaw I'll bring up. I'll bring my big one, it's easier. All right, that'll give us plenty of wood then.
Yesterday, Kuya Mike, they all get the, maybe they get the nails. And they use the little chainsaw from Manibuyat yesterday.
I know, here's what I want to do. See all the wood out here?
The big wood.
All of this wood, that we're not 2x6s.
2x6.
I want to get all the nails out of them, and we'll slice them lengthwise.
Okay.
And use that for 2x2s, 2x3s, just for the forms.
Yeah.
We don't need the 2x6s. We need 2x3s and 2x4s. So let's plan on doing that. Let's get all the nails out, and we'll work on that, and that'll give us the wood we need to finish up everything. But half is good. We do half and then half. No problem. They can't pour more than that in a day anyway. You know, that's a day's work. Depending on how many guys we have, of course. And what's the width of the beams going to be?
The width?
What is the width of the beams? How wide?
Kuya, may unang pilang sukat ka isang beam kada harapan?
What is the width of the beams there?
12.
12 wide by 12 high? Okay, 12 by 12. Okay. So he's got to do something here at the bottom
1 foot.
to keep the cement from coming out.
Yeah.
It's got to come out 12 inches. So he's got to bring the form out and then fill it underneath so the cement can't fall down. So 12 by 12 beams, cement beams. That's why you see the cages are the size they are. 8 inch. That's all 8-inch cages, all tied with steel. Okay, looking good. Yeah, a bench saw would be handy, but what we're going to do is we're going to use chainsaw. I'll bring my big chainsaw up here, my 36-inch, some T2 oil, and some gasoline. I got a big slice this wood right up. Make short work of it. These guys know how to operate chainsaws. We'll just slice right down the middle. These 2x6s, we just slice a line right down the middle and use them. They don't have to be 2x3s, 2x4s. They can be 2x2s. They're just holding the forms, the plywood. So, well, I thought we had plenty, but I can see it's so rotted. Garbage here. Wow. Just scab wood. It's not good for anything. But wow, I thought we had more than that up here. Surprising when you start tearing the pile down, what's really, and using it, how much we really had. It's not that much. And I have some wood at home, but I'm not going to donate the wood. They don't need it. We can reuse. The problem is they used a lot of wood for scaffolding. You can see they put the scaffolding up there with a lot of the boards. So we do half. We'll do half and then we'll do half again. That's what the plan is. And that'll make it easy. We have plenty of wood for that. All right, glad I could share this with you folks. A battery powered chainsaw would be awesome, and a Sawzall. Yeah, I have a Sawzall. I have power. We have solar. I can run my extension cords up here for cutting, but I don't think we want to do that. They don't need to work with power. We can just use a gas powered chainsaw and slice it.
Finish ko namin put the I will borrow that the flat screen TV.
Screen?
The flat screen TV.
Oh,
I will borrow the TV of kindergarten for the meantime and then use it there.
For what?
It's easy to teach the children with the
Oh.
use of ICT equipment.
Oh, well, eventually you'll have your own flat screen here.
Yeah.
As we earn more money, we'll purchase a flat screen.
What's better than this year to it's easy to learn for the learners to learn with this TV.
TV, I know.
It is actual.
Yeah.
They're watching.
My kids watch TV all the
Yeah.
time. I know. They're learning a lot
If
from
you
TV.
teach children without using, for now, this 21st century, if
Right.
you're using the old method of teaching, they get bored.
Yeah, but one method I don't want to see is I don't want to see a rainbow on any TV.
Right?
The rainbow, the gay rainbow.
Okay.
I don't want to be, because they're subliminally teaching our children to be gay.
Yeah, no, I don't want that.
By the ABC songs are
Yeah.
all gay colors, always rainbow, rainbow, rainbow. Eliminate that, get into normal colors for the stuff
The
you're
basic,
teaching them.
The basic.
Yeah, we don't want to be teaching rainbow, nothing. Rainbow, nothing. I won't support that.
I am also not fan of using that, Kuya Mike.
Yeah.
I want to teach my children.
That's what happened in the U.S. That's why so many kids in the U.S. are so screwed up these days.
Ah, okay.
Because of all the gay push for people to be gay. And
Yeah.
it's sickening to see the kids.
Here
They're
in-
going to the elementary school and the teachers are saying, oh, you want to identify as a girl? You can be a girl. To a 5-year-old boy. Telling a boy, you can be a girl. You can be a girl if you want, because you're a girl now.
Here, Kuya Mike, in my class,
Sick,
I
sick
always
shit.
teach my children that God only created
Two
people.
genders, that's right.
Two gender.
As
That's
long as
why-
we stick to the Bible and what God
Yeah.
has told us, then we don't need to worry about that. But the TV,
The humanity, Kuya Mike, is
the
very
problem is the
important.
TV has a lot of devil's crap on it.
So we need to manage. We need to manage the children, not to
That's
use.
right. That's right. You're the
That's why I
teachers. You guys
only-
need to stop that.
I always told them not to use TV without teachers,
Yeah.
because without the guidance of the teacher, maybe they are watching something.
Yep. Hapa, good morning. Good morning, Brian. Yes, they are masters at that. John says battery powered skill saw would be awesome. I do have I don't have a battery powered. I've got power skill saw and power sawzall. But with what we got going on right now, hand sawing is fine. And then to slice the long wood, we'll just use chainsaw. We have chainsaw. It's what we use anyway. Every time we need to cut wood, we do it with chainsaw. Nobody here that runs power tools too much. I'm probably the only one in the village with the power tools.
Some teachers, Kuya Mike, from other school here in our municipality get amazed. Wow, yeah, who's the one who, making this building? Sabi, I told them the PTA president and his husband
Yeah.
from YouTube channel of Kuya Michael.
Yeah.
Yo, wow.
Let them come see my channel. They
That's
can
why
watch and learn.
I posted the construction
Yeah,
of
I
this,
saw that.
and then
I saw
put
last
the-
night.
put
I
your
shared
link.
it.
I put your link.
Yeah, I shared it too to my groups. It
And
may
also-
bring in some more people interested to watch what's going on and see how we build.
And also, our supervisor loves my post.
Really?
He hearted this. He reacted
Is that
hard.
bed supervisor?
Yeah,
Which one? From where?
from this district, the new
Really?
supervisor, Sir Rainier, the one who
You should invite him to come over.
he will come here, Kuya Mike. The one who came here before, watching your.
Yeah, I met him.
Yeah,
He's a gay.
maybe.
Oh, he is. I know he is. He's like, I'm gonna laugh. Oh well, I'm gonna be quiet. Not talk about me. What are we gonna do in here, Ruel? Let's talk about the CR.
Yeah.
Come here. Let's talk about what we're gonna do.
Dig, Kuya Mike. How did Kuya Mike? We will dig here.
Well, I think what we should do is we have a CR.
Yeah.
It can be a toilet and sink,
Yes.
and it's really all we need. And not this kind of sink. Get rid of this. We're gonna rip this out. We'll
Yeah.
put a regular sink in here. Okay. We'll plumb the water in. Regular sink, regular toilet, flush toilet.
The only box under. What do you want? What do you?
No, it will be a sink on the wall. Like I have my CR down there.
Oh, okay.
It's a flush toilet.
Yes.
Okay. With a tabo. I mean, a bidet.
Yes.
Teach the kids how to use the bidet. All right. That once we have that established, I was thinking on this side, maybe this whole section is not used. We use this as a storage, build shelving, and put your document. Do like here.
Termites.
Yeah, from like this. Toilet here, sink here.
Okay.
Simple with a need because the drum is right here anyway. So we have drum is right here anyway. So we have to provide from here, right there. So that's half of this into like a storage. Children don't all use the CR at the same
I
time.
forgot, this is the long kalabasa that I have.
Good.
This
Thank
is
you. Thank you.
seedlings. That's
Awesome.
new.
I will plant
Maybe
that.
1 week
Okay.
before
No, it's good. They're dried already.
long like this, Kuya Mike.
Okay.
It's like an upo.
Like an opal.
Yeah.
Squash.
But
Okay.
big one, big.
Nice. We'll try that. How's it taste? Is it yellow? Yellow inside? Orange. Nice. Very nice. Thanks for the seeds.
Yeah.
So I saw you had a high schooler up here.
One
Chubby. Where is she now? She go home or still working?
I don't know. Maybe she's
Oh. All right.
maybe she's inside.
She's a new learner.
My previous learners is always going back here, visiting
Right.
our school because I know
Always.
they enjoy
Yeah.
when they are here in elementary.
Yeah, they love being here. I know.
Most kids always came back here. If they will do not come back, maybe they are not enjoying here.
Yeah, true. Well, what's nice, what I like seeing, you have even San Andreas barangay coming to you
Yeah.
to be taught here,
Yes, Kuya Mike.
which I think is really, really, it's good.
That's good
for
Kuya Mike,
you.
because
You get more students, you get more more budgeting.
If there are a lot of learners, Kuya Mike, enrolling in this coming opening, maybe the DepEd will put another teacher, additional teacher, Kuya
I
Mike.
hope.
That's
yeah.
why we are aiming for additional enrollees.
You need more teachers. You have only 3 teachers, 2 teachers.
2 teachers.
Wow.
This opening, Kuya Mike, they promise the supervisors and
Graduates. Send
we
them to
can't,
the board.
we can't appoint, Kuya Mike. The appointing authorities in the Masbate, the division office.
They got Kate and April
Yeah.
going to Victory to teach in Victory so far, and on their own
They
money.
still, Kuya Mike,
Their internship.
internship.
I know that's crazy. How do they afford that? Kate has no money.
Yeah.
Her boyfriend's in the hospital. I mean, how can she afford to even go to school every day to teach the kids? But she does it. She's going, I guess.
When I am in 4th year of college.
Hello, Jimmy John.
I
Good
have my
morning.
I had my
Morning, Hapa.
internship beside from my school, Kuya Mike, in BMC before. Beside. So that's why I do not expend a lot of money for the transportation.
Right.
Because it is beside my school.
Right. You're lucky.
Yeah.
They're starting to put the forms up right now. They're nailing it all together so they can, then they'll measure it out to 12 inches wide, 1 foot wide by 1 foot tall. That's how they're going to pour the cement here. All right. It's all going. All working. Here's my daughter, Ella.
Okay, that's why.
Hello, Ella.
They're
What you
waiting, Kuya
doing?
Mike. They're waiting for Ate Che who came here for.
For drinks and snacks?
Yeah, but
I don't know where Chen is, though.
no, she's not going because it's
Oh, it's Lucas's birthday.
Yeah.
She's not coming, hon. You go home and get your snack. Didn't you bring snacks this morning with you?
Sabihin
Why
mo,
not?
Pwede man itong magbakal ang dad ko lang. Pwede
Come
ko
here.
magbakal.
Why is your jacket being all tore like that? You see me when you get home, we'll sew it up. Wow. You know wear raggedy clothes to school? Let these guys work. We'll sit over here and have a cup of coffee. We'll join the guys' coffee area. Have a bread and coffee.
There's my phone, Kuya Mike. You can use this.
Okay. Awesome.
I will continue doing my
Okay.
report now.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right.
Balik tayo ha. Balik tayo.
I brought extra cups here. I brought 5. Yeah, we'll have a coffee. I'm sure I don't need all this sugar in there, though. Throw it on the ground. The ants will eat it. Anyway, we're, Hapa says, I share the same views on school kids here in America as you, Michael. Thank you, Hapa. Jimmy John says, I cheated, Michael. I'm at the bar. I think I just drank away a couple of students' debts. You're so funny, Jimmy. Enjoy it, Jimmy. It's quite good. Don't you worry. We're going to come up with a desk plan. This crap you see here, this is from the DepEd, but they only give so many. And so with the new classroom, we're going to do something a little different to make it a little better for the kids. It's just not, these are no good. They're just garbage. You know, it's the cheapest crap they can find. I think somebody's recycling plastic like 3D printing and printing these things out, making these chairs for deaf ed, probably overcharging the hell out of them. And it's just garbage. You see how many is there? They're all broken. A bunch of broken chairs. I really want to see the children have something that's going to be a little better, comfortable, easier for their desks. I mean, their desks, look at this. How can you write your lesson on a desk that's all cracked and broken? You know, how can you put your paper and write on a desk like this? There's no way. You know, every time you get there, it's going to make a line on your paper. Look at this. You pity the poor child who's working at this desk, you know? What, you got about 4 inches of workspace. No, this is, the chairs are broken and decrepit and just garbage, cracked, and we're going to do something nice here. I want to do something really nice. I want to make it more professional. When a person comes into the classroom to grade 4 to grade 6, I want them to say, wow, this is the best looking school we've seen since we've been in the Philippines. Hello, Ella. Jimmy John said hi. Oop. I know the sugar's not going to be good for me. I better do something with that. That's not good for me. They put like 2 teaspoons of sugar in there. We'll just give it to the ants. I hate wasting food or condiments, but you know what? This is not for me. Maybe I'll put another cup. I got more cups in here. Okay. I don't need sugar like that. The human body doesn't need sugar like... I mean, when I was a kid, I'd been happy. Wow, look at all this sugar. Jimmy John says... Jimmy, John, I'm number 2. I don't know what that means. I don't usually do more than 3. Huh? What happened? Jimmy John said, John, I told Michael I'll skip a trip or 2 to the bar for the kids over there. Yeah, thank you so much, Jimmy. Everything you guys are doing is so much appreciated, you know. Even the teacher, even his supervisor, he was just telling me, his supervisor and other schools are... I don't know what's going on with the Wi-Fi, guys. I apologize. People are in here. They want to hang in it, just get this Wi-Fi straight. Something's glitching. It's going on and off. And I don't know what it exactly that is. It's up to us as good people to take care of these kids, and that's what Mike is doing. That's what I'm doing. That's right. What you're doing is excited to learn in a nice environment. Oh, I know they will. Josh Wilson says, make you taste sweeter to the mosquitoes. Yeah, I don't need that. That's why I don't need the sugar for sure. Make me sweet, all right. So, but I want to, again, I thank all you guys for everything you've done for us. It's so much appreciated. And it's going to be a really nice learning environment. When we're done, you guys are going to see it. And you'll see the night and day differences of what they're going to have compared to what they have now. It's going to be night and day. I want to make sure that they have what they need, and you guys are so instrumental in making this happen. I really thank you. Anyway, I was talking to a lady this morning, and she messaged me on Messenger and said, can you please help me? I have an 11-year-old son, and I want to get him his U.S. citizenship. And when I inquired to her, she said that the husband had left her. So don't get into their personal information, but I gave her all the information that she needed to do for the CRBA, Child Report Birth Abroad, which you're not required to have the other parent there if the parent's deceased or...
We have tutti and gasoline.
Yes, and chainsaw? Yeah. Oh, you got chainsaw. All right. Yeah, let's go get it. I'll leave my phone up here to watch you guys. I'll run get it real quick. I'll just jump on the quad and jump down there. You got to have the oil we use is called 2T. It's 25 to... Let me run get it real quick. We're done with the chainsaw going and slice this wood. You want the big chainsaw or the little one's okay? Okay? I'll be right back.
One pesos in price. 1 pesos in price. Ang tawag ko lang ang kapangtab. Pagdabot ka akong order. Ang tawag in price. Isang sina eh. Kung natag, ginatag. Ito. Ano, makahapag eh. Gamay. Kunay. Pulis. Isa lang. Oh, ay, takling. Ako takling. Let's go. Gago kayo na. Loko ko pala na gago. Dungan ko. Ito. Ay, ginagatangan ka pala ng kundi. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Tingaling-galing. Galok mo? Galing. Padaan eh. Nasaan na kayo? Saan na para magkakasino? Bukas manang. Ha? Bukas manang. Ako na siya. Ako dito? Ako pala may dos ka. Wala, isbal! Palamig lang siya kung kasi laptop. Ang gawin ko rin si JM. Ha? Mark! Ang respond! Yes! Di ang respond! Yes! Ang duwa ko kapalamig! Yes! So, ilagalit yung ginawa niya. Oh, yung lipstick. Ay, sawan kaya. Ha? Sawan kaya. Dula. Yung may lubos niyo. Ha? Mark! Ang dos Mark, yung ano na. Garbo mang gani? Ganda na? Pang-baseball? Wala ka na eh. Bahala ka da. Sa balik-baligon na pala. Diba? Ganyan ito siguro kayo. Kata ganito kay Dinday. Mahula ka pala na eh. Oo, may bravo. Sabi yan, painom niya mga. No, wala ko yan. Dadamo to yung ano, dadamo mo. Bili ko da. Bili ko cellphone. Ay, cellphone ko rin. Relax, aja na ka. Ligo em. Ano tagal? lang. Naman. John, sukari ko nito John na. John, timply ko nito John. Ako na lang gatimple, ako na lang gatimple. Hay, kabra ka mag-kuhan. Tigaan. Hindi mo na, diba? Wala galing ko ginapulugan. Hay, mo ginatagan ko. Ay, may bayo ko. Ay, matawad. Kabalon ako ng tigang ah. Biskan. Pero pag kilis pa lang. Ma, kilisi ami mo. Kilisi. Ha, ang 5 gabi ka gantang. Mga kagantang, maigo ba na? Kuha na lang. Chaba ba? 5 ka chaba. Sa panay, gano'n hindi kay go? 5 kagantang, bukay. Sige tuloy. Ha? Sa amin gali, puro kapamilya. Nagantang kapamilya. Ang patay niya ng kalay-kalay. Ang patay niya ng klase na. Hindi mo kami nagkaya ako sa bingo. Ako kuwan. Kita na, pito na ako. Pupul na kaya. Diba, daw kami. Pulo-pulo. Taubos na kanta. Sobrang paibanda siya kami. Grab guard. Ngayon na sila nagbula. Pinto ako mata. Diriya, magpito ba ito yan? Ginakuha ginay mo bara kagot ka ng mga ano. Oo. Parang di madaya. Ay, kaya ako nagmula. Ako nagmula. Hindi, maambal sila nga. Hindi. Ako magigagawa ko ito. May ako kita. Bingo mo sa... O, bingo mo ito.
Okay. Alright, I'm back. Well, guys, it took me so long. Had to go get everything ready for the heaters. I don't think they're going to need it all. It's not on. The switch. Up. Huh. Choke it. Choke. Leave the choke out all the way. Yeah. Now try. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's not on. Maybe that's off. Try. What's on? I don't know. Can't see it. I'll try. Yeah, that's it. It's getting sparked now. Okay, off choke. Yeah. I don't know. You check the oil on the chain oil. Right here, the back. Yeah. Make sure you have oil there too. It's not going to stop it from running, but you need oil. No oil?
No.
Ah, yeah, I need to go get oil. Just wait. Don't try to start it without that. Let me, maybe we need to bring my big chainsaw up here. I think it runs better than that one. We need oil anyway. You can try to start it, see if you can get it running. Or maybe Boyette can come get it running. Maybe I can tell Boyette he needs to come start the engine. I don't know.
He's here. Wag is here.
He's here?
Sir Will.
Ah, Let me ask Ruel. Is there a secret to the chainsaw to start it? The chainsaw.
Yesterday ko yung mic. The little chainsaw used from Malibuyet.
I know, but I got it. But is there a secret to starting it? We can't start it. The guys don't know how to start it. I don't know anything about this little Makita. Which way the on-off switches or...
Okay. We can start.
Cannot start, why? Maybe- Make sure is this off? Okay, that's what I thought. On is up. Okay, keep trying.
Okay na, i-break na ang chok. Yan. Okay, it started. It will start. Sige.
Okay, we need to get oil though for the chain. I'll go get oil. No oil for the chain.
No oil? No oil?
In the chain.
Baby,
You have oil? Hold on, hold on. Stop. Off. You need to put oil for the chain before you start. I think he has some. He's gonna go check, see if he has oil. If not, I'll go get some at the house. Let's see. Yeah, get back to your comments very quick about the bottles, guys. Just a second. I can, Jimmy John. You come over here and visit. We'll lose that 280, I guarantee you. You come over here, we'll put you to work. You see, I'm not fat. I'm got a little tummy on me, but you can't get fat over here. Growing a garden here, planted okra and okra, onions. I planted big black beauty eggplants in our row. Hadn't made anything yet. Now we're going on summer, so this is all going to probably just die. There's no water to water the garden where we are up here. They have water they have to pump from way over there in the woods. There's a well down there, and they have to pump the water from there all the way up here to the school. So they have a little diesel engine down there they use as a water pump, and then they pump the water up to the school to put water for the barrels so that they can have water to wash their hands with. I mean, this is how we slice wood, but I think this chainsaw is way too small. I need my big chainsaw. I need to bring my big one up there. This one takes... Okay. All right. Okay, that's what the bottles were for. And yes, we started breaking them up yesterday. We had the kids breaking the bottles up. We're going to break up more till we get several sacks of glass, and then we're going to use that into the beams when they're putting the cement up. That'll help get rid of the bottles. From the trash, or if there were another bottle stash. Yeah, that's... Hello, McLevin. We have a lot of bottles that we need to get rid of. That's a big problem here is the trash. You can sell the bottles. I mean, sure, if we took all these and bagged them up, then you got to call the junk shop or somebody, and there's no road access, as you guys know. So we'd have to basically get all these bottles to my truck, take them to Masbate City, wasting fuel to go make a few pesos. You know, it's just, we'll use them in the beams, and then that'll be much better use than what they'll give us for, what, 1 peso per bottle? I'd rather use them like rocks and cement, you know? Yeah, there are hundreds of them. If this was the States, we'd be seeing the inside of someone's pants pocket already. Jimmy says, Michael didn't want Chime to know he drank all those hundreds of bottles of mule, so he hid the bottles under the school. Yeah. Only mule bottles are brown. They're not clear. I was missing a lot of fuel bottles. Now I know where they are. Yep. Thank you. Thanks, Ruel. He got me hooked up with Wi-Fi again. We're having glitches. And so I'm glad he got that worked out. I'll go back up here and get my coffee. You see what they're doing though? They're slicing the wood so they can use it for the forms. That little one's fine. I brought him plenty of fuel. I'm not going to go bring my big one up here. I had a problem with the pulls on my big one. When you pull the starter, as soon as you pull it, the pawl would come off, and it was wore out. It would pop off. So I had to fix the chainsaw more than I was able to use it, which a lot of you guys probably saw the video on that one. Excuse me. Some coffee in here. Well, this is how we cut wood in the Philippines, in the province. Now I did make a slicing table. I made a large slice with an 8-inch saw blade, or correction, 18-inch saw blade. And I was running that one for a long time. We were running it off of a 14 horsepower diesel engine with belt drive. And we were slicing wood for people. You could take this wood to me, tell me how wide you want it. I'd run it through the table slicer, and we'd slice it all for you. And so people that were building boats used to come to me a lot. And we just charged by the board foot. I think it was 2 pesos a board foot to slice the wood for them. And then everybody's got boats, and nobody's making new boats right now. So we disassembled the table. A guy wanted to borrow my blade, my shaft, bearing blocks to take to Kalampang to use in a woodworking shop over there. So I let him because we weren't even using it anymore. Okay, got it. Came back. I don't know what happened. Ah. They have another Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi sharing.
All right, here. Thank you much. Busy with the cutting, and I lost my Wi-Fi signal again. Sorry about that, folks. I really am apologizing. The Wi-Fi. Yeah, beach ball is right. Hello, Stone Cold. John Drake, hello. Michael says, gave a thumbs up. Is it just me? No, it was me. I said, 2 wheels. Thank you. You like that, huh? This was the Kazuma that Scuba Steve. It's a 500cc. He was, and he thought it would be better use here in my village, and it's been tremendous. We use it now. I made a few additions to it. I added on some more lighting. I'm getting loose now. I put the yellow fog lights here in the front, and then I put the brighter white lights behind them. And then, of course, you got I added the real bright halogen lights for the headlights. So I like to have bright lights when I ride at night. I like to see where I'm going. And then in addition to all that, I added an additional switch here on the back. You can reach with your hand when you're backing up. I have a set of white lights here, white yellow lights, that when you're backing up, you just flip it on, it'll be white or yellow and can light up behind you while you're backing up. So I added those, and I think what I'm going to do is I have to bring these out, add some washers behind it to bring it out so that I can adjust the lights farther down to the ground. They're a little bit too high. They go kind of straight back instead of down to the ground where you really need them. So I'm going to adjust that. I'll fix that. And other than that, it's a 4-wheel drive, so it's perfect for everything we do here. And then I have this one also, you can see there, has a winch on the front. You just pop down the cover, and it's got like a 1/4-inch cable winch on the front. So this thing is tremendous for over here. It's awesome. I'm so pleased that he gave that to us. I was so pleased, in fact, that I gave him some land on my lot down here so he can build him a house. So he's going to come over here in about a week. You guys will see Scuba over here visiting with Lenny. And like I told him, stay as long as you want. He'll stay here for a while if he gets his house started. If he decides he wants to build, then he'll start that, and he'll stay here and watch his house being built. And these guys will be about done with the school. We can just shift them over and have them go over and pay him to work on the house and help him build his house. So they are good craftsmen. They know what they're doing. I don't know what this guy's fighting up there, fighting nails or something. We're trying to remove all the nails, but I don't even know if he has a crowbar. I don't know what happened to the crowbar we had. Yeah, he's trying to pull nails with a hammer. Now, the way they do the hammers here, we don't leave the wooden handles. Typically what they'll do is they'll put a steel pipe, they'll bend the pipe, 1-inch pipe, to fit the hammer. Then they'll weld it in place on the hammer so you have a solid hammer. Because we don't have time to deal with broken fiberglass handles and wood handles. We use steel handles on our hammers for the most part. I've got some fiberglass here, but When they break, we'll shift over to steel handles and all of our hammers as well. So he's cutting more wood to make more forms. So we're going to end up doubling. We'll use this forms they're putting up for half, and then we'll take them down and we'll use them for the other half. That's what we're going to end up doing to save time and effort, money by reusing the forms. And then if they're still good after all that, we'll take these forms aside. I'll set them aside and we'll use them on Scuba's house when we build his house. I'll just tell them, hey, I want all the forms when we're done. I'll use them for the house over there for building houses until they're rotted, until they're no good. So right now they're good. You can use them, and then after a couple of months, no good. You gotta toss them. At that point, they're no good. Surprised about schools already hearing about this project so quickly. Yes, Josh, what happened is Ruel posted. He's got a lot of friends, a lot of teachers, and he posted on last night. I posted and shared it also on my Facebook. A thank you from school. They were thanking us for the project, for everything that Charm and I are doing for the project, which directly reflects from you guys, who I think, because you guys are really the ones instrumental in making this happen. So that's what's going on. That's how they heard about it so quickly. John says, got you now. Everything's good. Michael, I see the beach ball must be cooling off. Yep. Buffering, I know. Good now. Yeah, Josh, I do. I need something here. This is ridiculous. Without a Starlink Mini, you're at the mercy of a hotspot, which is hotspotting off of an antenna behind this tree right here. And it's catching its signal. There's a mountain. Way back over here, there's a mountain that they're getting the signal from. They got an antenna way up on a mountain back here. I could probably walk up the hill and see it, but I wouldn't be able to share that with you folks. I lose my signal. One day, I'm going to have the signal. See the antenna right here? So you see the antenna here. It's pointing towards a mountain over here where they have another big antenna set up to transmit direct line of sight to this antenna here. Oh, thank you very much. Michael Apostle, thank you so much, guys. Wow. I'm overwhelmed by the generosity from you guys. It's really unbelievable. So much help you've given us. Thank you so much. Got a dog over here hungry, huh? Eating scraps. Wow. Thank you, Michael. You guys, I want to talk just a second about the monetization here on YouTube. For a project like this, you guys are helping us with the project. 45% is taken by YouTube if you send it through Super Chats. If you send it through Buy Me a Coffee, that's at the top of my channel. You see where it says Buy Me a Coffee at the very top of my channel? They take 10%. So a lot more of the money will go to the project. Like right now, Michael sent over the Super Chat. YouTube's going to take 45% of that. Just want to let you guys know that. That's how it works here on YouTube. I can see you now. Must be the bright lights. Yes, Michael. Thank you so much, Michael, for your generous donation. Wow. Coke Kitty goes, hello, Coke Kitty, how are you? Michael says, it must have smacked the side like Grandpa. What keeps the concrete from sticking to the forms? No, you don't need to, Josh. It's going to stick a little bit to the wood, but when you start tapping the form wood, the 2x4s that we're using, it'll break the plywood right off really fast. It comes right off the cement. We don't have to spray it. It works good. Hi, Coke Kitty. Michael, that's nice. Wow. For the kids. Thank you, Michael. Thank you so much. That's why I wanted to explain to you guys the difference between PayPal 7%, Buy Me a Coffee 10%, and YouTube is 45%. And I don't use an Apple phone. If I used Apple phone, Apple would take another cut of the money, like 30% more or 40% more of the money. It's really unbelievable the amount of people that have got their fingers in the pie to take the money from YouTube channel creators. But thank you so much, Michael. Much appreciated. I just wanted to point that out. You guys, you have me on Messenger. or email mikeinmanila@gmail.com. You can catch me on that or Michael Lee White on my Facebook page too. If you guys have any specific questions about anything, or you want to know anything in private, just send me a message on Messenger or in my email. Guys, cutting. Guy's so busy. This other guy over here is so busy. He's also a fisherman, but his boat's on the beach. He hasn't been going fishing lately because the fishing's no good. One day we might be able to get rid of the illegal fishing. At some point, we might actually find somebody who's willing to help us. Get a mayor in power, or even several of the barangay captains are teaming together, because all the waters out here, basically, if they see an illegal fishing boat, they have authority from the mayor to go out and apprehend the fishing boat that's fishing outside of their barangay in the waters there. I'm not sure how far that extends out, but it's always best to get the police involved, because some of the illegal fishing boats have been known to carry firearms. So better not to go out there as an individual and stick your nose into their business. You might find yourself getting shot at. That would be horrible. But it's been known to happen. Okay, there's a Q&A for you guys. Michael, that's nice. Wow. Thank you, John Gregg. For the kids, Michael said. Thank you, Michael. It'll definitely go to the kids. I guarantee you. When we're done, we're going to have a party celebration where we're going to invite all of the school board, PTA, which is my wife, the PTA president, the teachers associated with the PTA, all of the volunteers here who are making this happen, and the children who are helping. I mean, the children are the ones gathering all the rocks up over here, putting it in the bags, moving all the sand. The children are instrumental in helping out as well here. So we're just going to I think we'll just have a big party, invite everybody, and we'll have a big celebration. Hopefully then we'll have some Wi-Fi, that we can have solid Wi-Fi up here, and we'll be able to share the party with all of you guys. Invite all of you who have been so instrumental in helping us to join our party. Ah, there goes Miko. He's riding his carabao, he's dragging his cart there. Got something on the cart. I'm not sure what. About the chainsaw. But there you go, guys. Hey, Miko. Where'd he go? Oh, he went down over the hill. So there he is. Right there. He's riding on his carabao. I wish I could catch that. I don't think the signal's going to allow me to, though. We'll see. I'll go up here and see if I have signal. Hope I don't lose signal. All right. They got most of the rocks out of here. They cleaned it down to bare dirt. Nice. We can stay live long enough to catch a glimpse of Miko riding his carabao. Ah, there we go. He's going down the hill already on the other side of the mountain. Anyway, you guys can see the mountains and hills we have out here. I see the goats are out here. As I told you guys the other day, 1.5 of those is mine. He's going down here below the hill here. I think he's going over to the Recto property to cut some trees or something. Maybe somebody hired him to cut some trees. But these are the mountains over here. They extend for a long ways. And when my wife was a child going to school in Balud, the school wasn't here. And so the kids, in order to go to school, they had to walk the 12 kilometers to town. They didn't have carabao to ride or caballo, horses to ride. They had to walk it. So Charm used to walk back and forth. They'd go on a Sunday evening, afternoon, they would walk over to Balud. And then from Balud, you've seen how far it is. You've seen me drive it in my truck. It's very far. But what they would do is they'd shortcut here across the mountains. They'd take off across the mountains here, shortcut. And they know there's a path they had going across the mountains, up and down the mountains, until they got all the way into where that road is that we drive on. And then they would walk that up and go into Balud. They would attend school Monday to Friday. And Friday when school let out, they would walk home. So they get out at 3 or 3:30 on Friday. They would walk all the way back 12 kilometers. And that's how Charm, her brother Win, her brother Den, all of them, that's how they all went to school, is they had like a boarding house during the week, that a relative had a house there that they all slept on the little Hawaiian benches, just like in the greenhouse down here on the beach. And they would walk to school on Sunday and walk back on Friday. Long way. Wow. I give it to these people here in the province. They are just unbelievable. And if you think about something like they used to do, and I'm sure there are a lot of people here, like my father used to tell me, how he walked to school 12 miles each way uphill. It was uphill both ways. He used to tell that story, and then you start to doubt it. Well, really uphill both ways? But no, this is up and down hills both ways. Okay, the way my wife did it. So I fully understand what they went through, how difficult it was, their life back then, to do their studies and then to have to walk, come home, do all the chores around the house, and then again on Sunday go back. There were 9, Charm and her brothers and sisters, total 9 siblings. Not all of them did that, I don't think, but I think most of them did. They had to walk and attend school. There's a kid over here being a monkey. Oh, I wanted to get the picture of the monkey today. I'm going to walk down later. When I go from here, I'll walk down. I'll get a picture of the monkey down there that's living in our barangay. We have 1 monkey living in our barangay. I'm going to do it because you guys want to see the monkey. I saw a thing the other day about Filipinos having bulging calf muscles. I'm sure they do. They're very, very strong, these guys. Right there, you can see his calf muscles. He's cutting with the chainsaw. They got pretty good muscles, I'll tell you. Very strong legs. The guys are real, real good workers over here, I'll tell you guys. They're tremendous. The people here, everybody. I know everybody because I lived here so long, and I get along with everybody, just like they're all my brothers and sisters, No, uphill both ways through the snow, Michael, no doubt, huh? John says, I walked through the snow, I walked to school, and they were kind people that would let me into their houses. They'd see me freezing, and I thank them to this day. I know exactly who they are. Wow, John. We did what we had to do. We got it done. And the thing about it is, it made us the people we are today. We are the generation that grew up that will never be replaced. Because the kids nowadays, they have it too soft. Not here, where I live. The kids don't have it soft here. They have it better, but they don't have it soft. But in the United States, I saw it with my own eyes. And what's happening is truly sad for our children growing up. We're not making them to do the things like we had to do. We think, oh, that's not good for them. We want to make life better and easier for them. So we don't force them to do the things like we had to do. We don't whip them. We try to talk to them. I think the spankings I received as a child helped to make me a better person. But I don't spank my children. You don't have to spank a child to properly discipline them. But it taught me that you need discipline in a child. And you don't hit them and spank them in that manner, but you discipline them properly, and they'll grow up good children. My children are growing up as good children. They understand if they mess up, they're going to be disciplined. Nowadays, it's like, you take their phone away, or you restrict their time online 1 hour a day. That's all you're getting. So if they want a little more, they have to behave and do what they need to do. But I see right now, my 12-year-old, Micah, is being affected by what she's watching on YouTube. Roblox is affecting her. And I saw a little skit somewhere where a guy told his child no, he could not use Roblox anymore, and the kid threw a total fit, temper tantrum. If I tell my daughter she can't watch Roblox and she throws a temper tantrum, she'll never watch that channel again. Ever. Make sure you put chain oil every time you put fuel. The chain oil will be empty. If you don't, it will heat up and ruin your chainsaw. Add oil. Every time you put fuel, put oil. It's empty again. That's how it works. When you're using a chainsaw, 1 tank of fuel equals 1 tank of oil for your chain. When the gas is empty, the chain oil is empty. You need to refill every single time. You cannot leave it empty. You'll destroy your chainsaw. These guys are very busy. I guess it's almost time for lunch. Getting close, I'm sure. What time it is? It's 10:30. We still got time. So current generation is off for snow days. Yeah, that's true. That's exactly what happens nowadays. Is as soon as it's a snow day, boom, no more school. Here, as soon as there's a threat of bad weather, no more school. It stops. If it's raining, if they come home for lunch and it's pouring down rain, the kids don't come back to school that day. They stay home and they deal with it. The teachers deal with it. They know it's pouring down rain. The kids aren't going to slosh through the mud to come to school up here because that's basically what they have to do. Where people live here, to walk here to school, we got people, if you watched how I rode the quad, I rode it to San Andreas with Micah. We did a video on that. You see how far it is, how many kilometers, probably 4 kilometers. We have children right now attending this school who are walking that 4 kilometers back and forth every single day. Elementary kids walking it every day to San Andreas and back. And there's a reason for it. I don't want to say it on my live. If you guys want to know the reason, I'll tell you in private. I'm not going to talk about it on live. But now the children are starting to come to this school because it's all because of people who are working here compared to people who are working over there. They're not happy with them. The parents aren't happy with them. They re-enroll them over here. And I think we're going to gain 4 more students this year. Or 5 more, 6 more. We're going to go from 68, actually 5, up to 73, I believe. We may get more, but I think we're going to increase from 65 to 73. The children here in Kinyanan Tonga have a better, even though we're lacking teachers, okay, but they have a better teaching environment. We have a teacher in here right now in the classroom named April. She's done her board certification to be a full teacher. She's gone to school, did everything, got her board certified to be a teacher. So she's up here right now as a volunteer, hoping to pick up a position here because she's from our village. She's hoping to get the next slot that possibly will open up. And I'm hoping this year, with the addition of the 5 students, the DepEd will agree to pay for a 3rd teacher here. Right now we have 2 designated teachers, my sister-in-law Sheena and Ruel. You've seen him. We're talking to him a lot. He's honchoing from the school side what we're doing. He's the one who's giving me the Wi-Fi, his Wi-Fi up here. Then we have April, Noel, Mai. Mai is volunteer teaching kindergartners. April is here in grade 4 to 6 with Ruel. And Luel is office staff. He's helping in the office. Yeah, but he's not here today. There's only right now there's 4 teachers in the building teaching. These kids are very smart, amazingly smart. Very, very good. Girl's going somewhere, calling her mama. It takes a community to raise a family. Never forget that. It sure does, 1 star. Thanks for coming in. It is a safe space. Schools are considered as safe space here in the Philippines. And that's also why there's a lot of restrictions that parents have here on the school grounds. And this building, we cannot touch the main school building yet without going through all of the DepEd, DSWD, all the permits we need and everything. At some point, we got to do that. We're going to do that because we want to help them here too. We want to fix the roofing, and you see this, it's all falling. If that falls on a child's head right there with nails in it, he's going to go home with a gash in his head. You know, you see it. You see it just like I do, but I can't touch it. I asked the teacher, can you please talk to the barangay captain and your DepEd and get a body up here? Get 2 bodies, volunteers, come up and rip all this wood out before it falls on our kid's head. Because right now I'm limited, I can't touch that. So our main project right now is exactly what we're doing over here. We're doing this building. This is a private building put up for the school. They're using for grade 4 to grade 6. And of course, all schools want to have such a thing on their school grounds because they know they're not going to get funding from DepEd. The funding comes from private people. And so they won't stop us from working on this building as much as we want. We can make this the most beautiful, beautiful building of all for our grade 4 to grade 6 students. And I was joking with Charm last night. I said, you know, Charm, we're going to get done with this building and the principal and the teachers are going to make this their staff room because it's going to be so nice. I was just kidding, of course. We wouldn't allow that to happen. That will never happen. We wouldn't allow it. That's for our students. So I was teasing her about it. You know, she said, no, they won't. Charm's just like I am. She won't let that happen. Oh, boy. We say that Mike complain our kids are too spoiled. I sometimes wonder, should I have them to find a switch like I did? I've considered it, but I don't feel good about it. Because when my father used to whip me, it wasn't just with a small switch. My legs the next day were black, blue, and purple. Because he would whip us with a water hose, a big branch, not a small twigs or switches. He would whip us with branches, you know, 3/4 inch diameter switches, about 2.5 feet long. He beat the hell out of us. And he would beat not only our leg, he'd keep most of it on our leg, but of course kids are going to squirm. You're getting whelped on, you're going to squirm. So you get it on your back, you get it on your butt, you get it on your legs, all up and down your legs, wherever you could hit, so his anger was gone. And I don't want that for my kids. You know, we sometimes would tend to lose our temper too, and I don't want to even consider losing my temper with my children. I want to keep it as clean as I possibly can. I talk to them, I restrict them, take away things they love so much, take it away, and use that as a form of discipline. But as we know, spare the rod, spoil the child. And I know my kids are getting a little spoiled. I know that. We pretty much get what they want. But we're also trying to teach them at the same time, never expect anything. Work for what you're getting. So we do our best without putting a switch on them. Oh my goodness, Josh says, are you ready for the weekend freeze, Bill? Hey, Bill, they don't have gym teachers per se, but we have one athletics teacher, and that is Ruel, who teaches grade 3 to 4, or grade 4 to 6, sorry. Now, what's going to happen is, I didn't expect him here today. He was supposed to go with the athletes because they have a track meet coming up. And handles all the elementary school and high school track meet students, athletics. He handles all of them. He trains them right at his house. On the beach, they tie tires onto their backs. They'll get used tires. They'll tie them with rope. They'll drag them through the sand for strengthening, for leg strengthening and stuff. And he's got 2 Hawaiian posts with nails every 1 inch apart that they put a little 1/2 inch blue PVC pipe across for the kids to do their high jump on. And they land on fishing nets. So we'll be addressing all of that at a later time. And we may end up here behind this grade 4 to grade 6. I may talk to them if we ever have enough, you know, if my channel grows, which I'm hoping, and we have enough, we'll put them a gym up here. Put them a building that they can actually go in and have exercise equipment, which is already my plan, to provide exercise equipment, stair steppers, treadmills, weights to lift, things like that will, bicycles, for practicing, for strengthening, to make our students better and better and better. And Charm and I have even talked about that area of land over where our trees are on the other side, the 9 meters wide. We've even considered it. I don't know that we'll do it. But all the way down, my land goes from there all the way up this corner up here. So we've even considered, it's a 9 by, how many meters long is that? From there all the way to there is probably 50 meters, another 159 widens to 10 meters or so at the roadway, 10 or 11 at the road. So basically you're looking at a lot of square meters. At least, I'd say it's at least 900, probably 1,500 square meters of land is there. But we've thought about it. If there ever comes a need, we might do it. Right now, they've got this area they're not even using. They're using an area down here that belongs to someone behind me for gardening. This area would be the stage and the event area where they do activities. You guys will see when they do it. They want to bring in the LGU. All this is unlevel. You see it's all downhill, going downhill, and it's bumpy and full of holes and bumps. And they want to bring a tractor in here and they want to level this, flattened, build retaining wall, cement retaining wall for their safe zone instead of this little wire fence, okay, that was donated. This chain link was donated to them. They want to build a retaining wall going all the way up one day and come all the way up to here where the entrance is. So that's what they want. They want to put a retaining wall all the way down and eliminate the fence and cut the trees that need to be cut and put a retaining wall all the way down and flatten this to where it's completely flat. When you walk, probably flatten and then stair step it like that, because it would be very difficult to flatten this whole thing flat. All this would have to go. The flagpole, everything's going to have to be ripped out with the truck to be able to flatten this out the way they're talking about. A lot of work. So we'll see. They're hoping when the tractors come back to do the road, that then they can talk to the mayor, have the barangay captain talk to the mayor, send the tractor in here for a couple days, and have him level all of this. So everything's going to get ripped out at that point. At that point, we're going to have to come in, put a new flagpole, and all this that we're sitting on this cement here. I don't know what this was at one time. All this will get ripped out, pushed down. Stumps will get ripped out. A real flat schoolyard where the kids can actually play without tripping and falling. Hey, Ella, how are you? What did this used to be here where the flagpole is? What was this area?
This?
Yeah, was this a stage before?
That was the stage.
Always there? Okay. I don't know what this was.
It's the flag area.
It's a flag area? It's for the flagpole. It's a big area for the flag. But if we level this yard, Ella, we got to rip out all this. It's got to come out. Could do a lot to it if we had a tractor here. That's the problem. Or bring dirt in, build a retaining wall, and fill this with dirt and flatten it. We probably got enough dirt sitting over in that mound of dirt at my house to fill this in.
Some of my classmates see your live.
She's watching my live?
Some of my classmates see your live
Oh,
when they're at home.
Oh, when we're at home? Okay, that's awesome. That's cool, huh? They watch our live. That's why they don't say nothing. They just hide in the background, huh? Like right now, I got 15 people hiding in the background. We only got 16 likes. Guys forget to come in to hit the double tap on the screen to give me a thumbs up. I do it all the time. I go in someone's chat and I forget it. Those pieces of wood hanging are dangerous. Yes, they are, Kuma. Mike, you're buffering. What did other teachers, schools said? Well, they're really, really shocked that we have somebody willing to donate to do the repairs that this school is getting. They're really shocked. And you know the Philippines. Vegas knows the Philippines. People here are jealous, you know. We don't want to see jealousy. We just hope that other schools or other parents, PTAs, and people will take for action and to help out their communities more. You guys are really, really instrumental in what we're able to do here. We've really done really well because of you. And it's moving along at pretty good clip. We're going to get done on time and in budget, in somewhat of a budget. We did go over, And then we received more from you folks, and so it brought it back up again. And we're still, it's tight. We're tight for finishing the building. Once the building's done, then it's going to be tiling and, you know, all the nice things that you want to put in to make their life better. All the desks and chairs and everything like that. All that will come about. It will come. John says, there was a willow tree in my backyard I cut down because my dad used that on me all the time. He didn't like that. Boy, I'll bet he didn't, John. Whew, I bet he was mad at you. Boy, talk about getting rid of the switches. Willows bend, they don't break. You get a bunch of those in the hand and that would sting. Judy Ann, no content, no subs. Okay. Judy Ann, how are you? Oh, you deleted the message already. A gym sounds spectacular. One day, Bill. One day we're going to have it. These kids doing down here. I don't know what they're doing down there. But this is, yeah, there's no playground, Bill. There's no merry-go-rounds. There's no swing sets. There's no nothing here. That's all going to come in time. And Charm and I have a trampoline. It's a 10-foot trampoline. She mentioned to me yesterday, she said, because I just fixed the one post that the kids had broken. She says, why don't we just donate this to the school? I don't know what the liability will be by donating that to the school. I would surely have to fix the netting around it better to make sure no kid can fall out of the trampoline. And then somebody's going to have to maintain that. I don't know. There's a lot of liability goes into something like that. So we got to look at all of those aspects. We would love to donate it. We were going to donate it to the church before because the kids just don't use it. It's got leaves on it right now and they're not using it. So, yep, 100% Josh, 1 star. Judy, question is the lose yourself lyrics. Okay. It's just better to block out people like that. We don't need that in our game, you know. This is our channel. Yeah, but there's no playground equipment. One day we're going to have it. One of my daughters high jumped in high school, quit because of pollen. Whoa. American kids are soft. I guess so. Pollen, huh? Not one kid here would quit because of pollen. You know, we got girls running here who are menstruating, and they're still running, giving it their best. They're giving it their all, you know, which has got to be a tremendous burden on a child, a 13, 14-year-old, you know? Yes, Jimmy John, the Carlos video. Did you look in the video? You saw me dancing there? Yeah, Jimmy John, you're funny. Yes, I can. That's me. I thought you guys would all catch that. Somebody told me, another guy from Quezon City, a friend of mine, says, I don't see you in the video, Mike. I said, you didn't look very close. I made a screenshot. I'll show you what I showed him. I got it right here on my phone. It's funny because he didn't see me either. Okay. It's going to come up. You see right there, I got it circled in the red. I'm wearing a green shirt there. If you watch the video, right behind me on the left with the black shirt is my sister-in-law, Yi Ying. And the girl to the left with the tan pants on and the black shirt, you see her in the video. Her name was Colleen. She's very tragic what happened. Pregnant and wanted to abort the baby herself, and it killed her. She's dead, like 21 years old. So devastating for her family. Such a beautiful young lady, you know. But yeah, that was me right there in the green shirt. Let's see if there's another one. There was a couple I did. Let's see. Green screen. Here. And in the middle, that's me over there. You guys watch the video. That's me in the green shirt. I thought you guys would recognize that right away. You guys would see me. You know who I was. That's me dancing. I think there's another one here. Let's see. There I am. You see me in the green shirt back in the back. There with the glasses on. That's me. And the guy with the blue stripe shirt, blue and white stripe. That's my uncle. Boy, he's not as old as I am, but you see me. I got my belly going on. That's me doing the dancing and having a good time, guys. This is the fiesta this year. This is me dancing this year. posted 2 Fiesta videos with me dancing in it. So yeah, you guys, you'll see me. Guaranteed. So anyway, yeah, that was me, guys. Hey, Josh says parenting and volunteering. You see, when I put my glasses on, that's me. Look in the dance, that's me. You'll see, you'll recognize me then. You'll see me all over the dance floor. You'll see me get in the middle and dance, going all crazy. It's just a fun video, guys. It's a fun video. Josh says, I like the transparency and volunteering. Yeah, Josh, that came, the guys here, what we did is the school teacher, Ruel, we called for a barangay meeting of all parents whose children go here. And then every day we have 2 new guys. This guy's new today with the blue hat on. And then the guy volunteering up here, taking the nails out of the board, he's here today. Yesterday we had 2 different people. Or yesterday we only had 1. So tomorrow, I think the day we're doing cement, we're going to have about 10 volunteers here. We're going to have a lot of volunteers here. See what he's doing now? He's putting the form together. He's also making the form so that when they pour the cement inside the form, that 2x4 will go against the building. That'll be the gap space they need to go outside of the cage that they built. So they can't put the wood right next to the cage. You'd have no cement, right? You'd have the cage showing and it would just rust and rot out. You've got to have space with cement 2 inches on either side of the cage and underneath the cage, right? And on top of the cage. That's why the cage is 8 inches, but the total will be 12 inches tall, 12 inches high. So that's why you see there'll be a 2-inch gap under, 2 inch on top, 2 inch on either side of the cage. Will give a nice solid beam that won't rot out. The steel won't be exposed to the salt air and start rotting out. It'll be inside the cement. That's why we're doing it that way. But yeah, Josh, we're very, very transparent in everything. We have all receipts for all material purchased. We have donation, all of the things that we're donating directly from us is written down. Charm's keeping track of all of that. All the nails, the gasoline, the 2T, oil, everything that we're giving to the project is all being documented down so that we can do a full transparent budget to you folks. When we're done, you will know exactly where every single peso went. Every peso. The one worker getting paid has got the tan hat on. Okay, he's the professional to guide everyone. He's also the welder, and his children don't go to school here, so we have to pay him. And we pay him 700 pesos per day, which is, for a professional, that's a decent wage for him, as well as good that we're going to get the quality of work that he's giving us. So there's not many welders here in our village, and I'm not going to climb up here and do all the welding on this. It's a lot of work. Tell them it's not you. We do it for the village children. That's right. It's not really me. I'm just here watching what's going on to share with you guys what's going on and show you where everything's going. Josh says, I could see 30 children piling on a trampoline. Yeah, that's one thing I do at my home is no more than 4 children on my trampoline at one time. And if they're teenagers over the age of 12, it's 3 only. We only allow 3 children on the trampoline. PK says, I wouldn't give the trampoline. Those things love to break fingers and stuff. Yeah, that's a little worry we have, the liability of it. Charm and I discussed it yesterday, but we didn't. Hello, PK, welcome. Jimmy John says, I'm about 5 to 6 school desks in. Oh, Jimmy's at the bar, guys. Jimmy's having fun. I don't blame you. You know, sometimes I wish there was a bar I could go to and just hang out and sit down, relax, drink and listen to music, you know. I like to do that once in a while, but there's just no bars over here. I got to do it at my home, alone usually, or karaoke parties, which I can share with you folks. Jimmy's laughing. Jimmy John, okay. Good to see you, PK. Thanks, dude. Been really busy. Yeah, we know, PK. Looking forward to you getting everything wrapped up in the U.S. and coming over here. We're all family here. Right? I only noticed the girls dancing. Yeah, you don't see the guys too much. I think next time when we have the party, I'll go hang out with the guys drinking. I won't drink with them. I don't like to drink with the guys. I don't do shots. I don't drink hard alcohol. I try to. Somebody has to keep their wits about them, and protect your interest type thing. I don't like to go and drink to the point of oblivion, but when I'm with the guys drinking, I'll drink only my mule or red horse. I won't partake of passing the shot glass around with the water glass and drink like them out of the same shot glass everyone's drinking out of. So there's things I don't, some people come to your parties that are not, maybe they're related, but not the best of friends with you, I might say. There's just things I don't trust. So I'm not going to talk about it here in the chat, but people here know poison, okay? I don't want to get involved and talk about anything like that, but people do know how to use things like that, how to make it primitively. And I'd rather not be a participant in a chance where somebody might not like me and decide that, hey, he's out drinking with the guys, we'll just spike his drink for him type thing. That's why I don't do it. I drink out of my own bottle. I drink out of my own bottle, my own glass, whatever. And that's why you'll see me in the parties. I tell you guys that because I want you to be aware of that when you come here to the Philippines to live. When you're involved in your community and you're involved in parties, it's better if you always have your own bottle, carry your own bottle with you. Don't set it down and walk away. Treat it just as if it's a hostile environment. Act like it's a hostile environment at all times when you're drinking. Well, any kind of drink, even if it's a glass of water. Act like it's a hostile environment. Okay? That's just a little word of advice. Like number 20. Thank you, Vegas. Thank you so much. I did send you my email, Vegas, or I gave you the address rather. Thank you so much, so much, so much. John says, I had 5 brothers and 1 sister, and now I'm down to 3 brothers. That's it. Life's rough. John, I was raised with 11 children in the family. We had 3 stepbrothers, a stepsister from my stepfather. I had a brother and 2 sisters, and myself from my mother. Then when they married, they had children together, 3 boys. So we're 11 in our family all at one time. Then they were at the age, we had a couple of brothers already at the age of moving out. They were moving out as we were transitioning from Washington State, moving down to New Orleans. My father was a preacher in New Orleans. So we moved down to New Orleans. And 2 of my brothers moved out, and a sister moved out. So another brother moved out. We ended up with just the core of my mother's children, the 4 that my mother had us 4, and the 3 they had together. So all of us 7 were in the house at one time. Of the 7 of us, of the 4 that are step brothers and sisters, they're all still alive. They're getting old, but they're still alive. And of the 7 my mother had, my mother's still alive. And my brother, who is 2 years older than me, passed away from lung cancer. My sister, who was a year younger than me, died of lung cancer. My sister Cheryl never smoked, and I quit smoking at 48. I'm still alive at 65. My mother's still alive. She's 83. And then I had a younger brother from the 3 boys that were my half brothers. One of them took his own life. He was into drugs, really paranoid, always paranoid. People were following him, and I don't know what was going on in his mind, but it wasn't right. And he never let his mind do right. He went in and out of prison a lot from drugs, and it just wasn't a good life for him. And then he ended up taking his life. So I have 1 sister left that's my natural sister, and I have 2 half brothers left, and then I have the 3 step brothers and 1 stepsister still alive. Pika said, yeah, I always manage my own drinks. It's so easy to get slipped something. Doesn't matter what country you're in, there's always a chance of getting hit with something. 100%, PK, 100%. Keep that in mind over here, guys, when you come to visit and wherever you go, whatever you do. Always keep that in mind when you're drinking. because that's your weak point. When you're drinking, that's your weak point. Unless you're like me, you don't want to get drunk. You don't drink to the point of getting drunk. You just have 3 or 4. You're okay. You still have your senses about you. You're okay. But if you're drinking to the point of oblivion, where you're so staggering drunk, you can't even make it to the CR, you're falling on the floor, there's a problem there. Always consider that. You guys take care of yourselves. Look out for number 1, that's you. Always look out for number 1. The old saying is count your blessings. Yes. PK says, my other weak point is women. Well, at some time, PK, you're going to be happy and satisfied. You're going to find a woman who takes care of you, and your body's just not going to be up to that chasing women game. You know, you get to my age of 65, you don't want to be out chasing women. You want to have one good woman taking care of you. So for 14 years, I've had that one woman taking care of me. I'm very, very happy. I don't need to chase. And what have they got to offer that when you got that not offer? You know, look at it that way. They're all females. And at least in my case, they were. These guys are still working, getting busy. What they're doing right now, you see him with the pipe. He's tying all of the steel that was sticking up on the corner from the corner posts. He's tying all that steel together and getting it inside so that it will be inside the 12-inch form when he's done. And then he's going to wire all those together to make that corner super strong. Same thing he'll do when he gets to the middle here. These 4 will all get laid down and wired, crisscrossed and wired. So you have this one goes there, that one goes there, that the opposite sides, and he may even bend them around to connect them in a box shape around there. That's why he left them so long. See, so right now what he's doing, he's putting the forms up. We'll go watch him real quick. Let's go outside there. I'm surprised Wi-Fi is holding up really well right now. There you go. You see the spacing there? To give him space around the... Oops, maybe it's too long. I think they got to saw it off a little bit. The board was a little too long, didn't fit inside the round column there. So I think he's going to make the adjustments he needs to make. I mean, these guys all know their job. They're doing well at it. Doing really, really good. See, the cage is the same width. The cage is 4 inches, so it sits exactly on top of the hollow blocks here. Let me try to zoom in for you. There you go. See, the edge of the cage sits on the hollow block, and then the 2-inch spacing of the 2x4, or the 2x2 that he put on at the bottom of the form right there that he's holding up, that gives you that 2-inch outside, and it keeps cement from falling through underneath. And then they'll nail that up to the cement wall. They'll nail it right into the cement wall. You can see it on the back one right behind it. You can see the 2-inch spacing there, 2x4, and then you see the cage up on the wall, so it's 2-inch spacing around the steel. He'll do that on both sides, and then they'll also be pouring 2 inches above the steel at the top. The form goes 2 inches above the steel they've made. So that gives us a full 12-inch wide, 12 by 12 square beam of cement with steel, all tied together. Okay, it fits perfectly. Not a problem. But he's got to get the steel inside that, see? Right now, the steel is still touching. It's still not good. Why don't you cut it with the bolt cutters? You snap this one to get it inside the form. All right.
I need number 3.
No more? Okay, I'll run get them real quick. 1 kilo? I ran out of number 3 nails. For the number 3 is 3. They're 3-inch nails, guys. I'm going to put the camera here. I'm going to set it up so you can see them. So you can watch them while I run off real quick. Hold on. I don't want you to be up in the sky. Where are we at? Hold on. Zoom back out. All right, guys. There we go. I'm gonna make it so you can watch them while I go get the nails. You see that okay? Yeah, you see the one guy there. Okay, I'll run get nails real quick. Take the quad and get out of here, and I'll be right back. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure they have enough nails. I'll bring extra. Go. Got it already? Oh yeah. No good. Right? That one's no good. Touching the corner. One thing I learned a long time ago is you can't have the steel touching the edge of the cement form because it will cause the cement to crack away. It'll start rusting. the cement will crack away and slabs of your beam will just fall off if it's too close to the edge. And I see they have several pieces of steel there that they weren't able to fully, it's touching against the form. So now that they get the form up, they're going to have to make adjustments to steel. Take the bolt cutters and cut off that end of the steel that's been around that's touching it. They'll just have to cut it, not going to have a choice. But there's enough there that they wired it together already. It's not a problem. So, okay, just goes to show you life is that fragile now. Look out. Yep, John Drake, I had 5 brothers and 1 sister. Now I'm down. Yep, that's true. That's what happens. Life is so short for some people. Like yesterday or today, this morning, there was a lady who's in the next village. She's in her 40s. Very young looking lady. I used to see her all the time. Yeah, you could tell maybe she's up close to 50. Getting up and starting to get a little bit of age. She's starting to get wrinkles on her neck. And beautiful lady, I used to see her all the time. And then this morning, my wife says, she showed me the picture. She said, the guy's name is Meteoro, the guy we know. He's from San Antonio. She said Meteoro's sister died. She passed. I said, what happened? Oh, she had breast cancer. You never know when you're going to go. I mean, this girl was young. Compared to me, she was young. And now she's gone. So, wow. And then a guy over here. I don't know if you saw it on my feed yesterday on the video I made. There was a guy over here who came to the funeral of his mother. Okay, his mother we're having a funeral here. And he came to the funeral of his mother. And the guys, during the funeral here, they have tarpaulin set up with chairs underneath for people to sit at and gamble. Okay, they do a 10-day celebration of life for the person who passed. The person is laid in rest in a coffin there at the site, generally, where they're having the get together. And they'll have like this. I'll have several of these set up, not cabanas, but like that, made out of steel with tarpaulins on them, right, to protect from the weather. And there's people that stay there all night long, all day, all night, gambling, playing cards, mahjong, tongit, all kinds of games. They're just gambling. They gamble their money. During the course of that, they're also drinking and partying every single day. And this one guy who's in his 40s, he was drinking and eating chicken. And he was so drunk, he ate a chicken bone. And 4 days later, he's dead. So now, not only did the lady lose her, hello, enjoy your lunch, bye-bye, all the kids leaving. So not only did he lose his mother, or she lost her mother, but she lost her brother, all in a week's time, a week period. Very, very sad. So now they're completing the mother. I don't know if they buried the mother already or not, but now they're doing the brother. They're celebrating the brother's life. And it's just sad to see, that happen. Okay, these guys are going to all go to lunch. I'm going to do the same. Run downstairs. If I come up this afternoon, I'll do another live feed. They're just putting forms up now. I'll probably refrain. It looks like the storm's coming up. We're going to have to get them some tarpaulin or shade cloth so that we can have them continue their work. They've got one tarpaulin there, but if it rains, they may stop. I don't know yet. But as long as it's not raining, they'll be back to work in a little bit here. They're going to all go to lunch and be back to work. So I'll stop my live feed. We'll go home and get something to eat. I'll continue with my chat here until I'm caught up with everybody. Being happy would be nice. Yes, PK. Happiness is a must. When you meet people, when you meet a lady who you're happy with, then stick with her. Don't think that one on the other side of the fence is better. They're not. I mentioned to the wife how to eat the food from home at parties due to food poisoning from uncooked meat. I'll try that I'll try to that, but at some point we'll eat out. Yeah, the best thing to do if you're going to bring a lot, what we do here, Michael, a lot of people bring food home, right, from the parties. So if you go to a party and you see that the meat is pink, don't eat that pork, but have your wife, she can take a portion of that pork, put it in a bag and bring it home, and you can consume it later after you cook it further. You can put it into sinigang or, the Leishan pork is good. And generally what they'll do is they're happy to give you the pork. You put it on the plate, it's yours. Do with it as you want. Take it home, eat it there, whatever you want to do. So make sure you guys always, what I recommend, I eat the pork closest to the skin. Once you remove the fat, that pork that's closest to the skin, that's the area I like to eat, because I know that it's been cooked for 4 hours and that's probably cooked and done. But the inner, down inside, that's where I like to refrain from getting any meat from. If they're at that point on the bad boy, Leishan, when I get there, then I just will pass. And generally I'll pass on the chicken because the chicken will be bloody at the bone. So caldereta made with goat meat is generally cooked through. You don't have to worry about it. The caldereta, so that's good. And the fish, of course, you can eat fish. And most fish, a lot of fish you can eat raw. So yes, John. Once the cement is up on the beams, also the steel 2x6s are going to go. Now this one's going. We're doing from high point here, so we're going to go up 5 hollow blocks on top of the beam, and so we'll have steel bar coming up from here up through the hollow blocks all the way up. So for support for the 2x6s that we're going to weld in, they're going to run down this side of the building, and then we have 2x3s. Every 2 feet will be 2x3s welded in, going all the way across the roof line. And then we're going to put in the sheet metal, the roofing, and screw it down with Tech screws. I ordered 1,500 Tech screws. I have them at the house already. I ordered 4 boxes of welding rod. I sold one this morning to a customer. In fact, I sold it down there to Mr. Albi, bought it from us. This is his relative here, sitting here. And so he bought 1 box of welding rod. We can get plenty more. We're not ready to weld yet. I have 1 box at home and 3 boxes I just purchased, so I have 4 boxes now. We shouldn't have to use all of it. It'll be close. But if we need more, we'll get it. It's never a problem to get supplies. Even though it's difficult to get them here, it's not a problem to purchase them, except for the roofing. Right now, there's no roofing available. In all of Masbate City, all the hardware stores have no blue roofing. Okay? No blue roofing at all. We're going to get it. What's the point of that concrete cap? The concrete that we're putting up with the steel beam, that is going to tie the whole building together. So all the posts are now tied together. Where before, see, it's freestanding. You have a post, a post, a post. And you have steel bar coming up with solid fill wall. Every block is solid fill. You have posts coming up, or steel bars coming up, but what is tying it together? Post to post? Nothing. So if you have an issue with a post, the wall's going to crumble. Once you tie it together with a tie beam, that holds everything structurally together. Okay? And then the steel being on it and welded on is again going to hold everything together. This thing is going to be able to weather a very strong storm. Very strong storm when we're done. Then the other thing you see here, I'm going to show you. Finish coat, which is not really smooth, and then we do what's called a coat, which is like a plaster that we use trowels to, so that all the imperfections and all of the grooves you see and the cement, the roughness of the cement is gone. This becomes smooth like plaster. Okay, so once we're done, this coat inside and out. We're going to do all smooth here as well. It's going to have another inch coating here, which makes this 6 inches thick. The thickness of this block, when we're done, will be 6 inches thick. Okay? And that helps keep everything together as well. So they may be a little thicker. They may even go out, they may go 1.5 inches out. But they'll do a good coating, smooth coat, and then we'll do a skim coat. And nothing's been skim coated here. This is just cement, smooth coat cement. So that's what's going to happen here. The outside, you can see, nothing on the outside has smooth coat. Everything's got to be done. All the cement. So we have 50 sacks of cement currently. We're probably going to end up going through about 80 sacks. We have 50 sacks available right now. Well, I have more at my house. I have others that we purchased because we sell hardware supplies. But the cement sacks that we have for the school is 50 pieces right now that we purchased specifically for the school. So everything's going to get smooth coat. This is going to be dug out. We're going to put a septic tank in here. And under the septic, this is going to be about 4 feet deep, 6 foot by 4 foot septic tank with pipe going out to the ground for a leach field. Probably just do it in the back. We'll dig a leach field there with gravel so the water can leach out. Dig a trench and a leach field going out. And then this area here, once we get it all dug out, we'll form it and we'll hollow block the entire inside of the septic tank. And then we'll put a vent that'll come up in the back. There'll be a vent in the back corner, a pipe coming up. And then this area here, we'll pour 4-inch thick concrete flooring on the top, make provision 4-inch pipe for the toilet, or 3-inch pipe for the toilet to set on. That'll be put in while we're doing the cementing of the top of it. And once this is all done, probably the toilet's going to be in this corner. So we'll rip all this out and we'll do the septic tank here, out to about where the blue tile is. And that's what I was talking to the teacher about. When we're going to pour the cement here, we'll pour it all the way across. And this area back here can be a storage for all the books and papers and things like that. They can utilize this section for storage. So all this is going to go. This is nasty. It's all going to go. There won't be no more termites because there won't be no more wood. So the termite trails will disappear. There'll be no wood for the termites to eat. So they won't be coming here and running up the block walls anymore. They'll disappear. So that's what's going on. They've already smooth coated the inside. All it needs now is a skim coat, the plaster. And it's going to take many sacks of that to smooth this all up. We're probably looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sacks of smooth coat. 8 to 10 sacks of smooth coat. So we'll be getting that pretty soon. That's about 600 a sack. That'll end up being about 6,000 pesos. Things aren't so expensive here, guys. It's not that expensive. You start putting it all together. What generally runs you into trouble is a lot of labor. And if you can cut the cost of labor like we're doing with volunteers. Okay, hon. I'll give you a ride home. And then also I loaned them my tools. I've loaned them tools, the bolt cutters. There's another hammer up here, a sledgehammer, mini sledge that I don't see right now, but it's got to be here somewhere. I'll get that back from them. I don't like leaving tools overnight even. But I see that my mini sledge is not here. Not good. Maybe it's in the schoolhouse right now. Anyway, I'll make sure I get that back. We know who's volunteering, who's been using it, so.
Papa, can Star ride?
Yeah, she can ride. Okay. I need to put this thermos in the bucket, hon. Just give me a second to get ready. Give the kids a ride home. Everybody's gone to school. I'll tell Ruel I'm get out of here, get off his Wi-Fi. We need to. What do you want? Nothing. Okay, look at the trash here, huh? Let's take the trash home. All right, guys, we're gonna take off. Give these girls a ride home, and we're gonna have lunch, and I'll be back later on to see how things are going, and hopefully the rain will stay away. My 2 shovels are up here. I need to get the shovels back also. That's my shovel with the wooden handle there, and I have another, the pointed shovel's mine as well. So let me ask him about my mini sledge. You see my mini sledgehammer? The sledgehammer? Okay, I need to find out what happened to it. I don't see it in their tools. I'll ask Nonong about it. We'll figure it out. Maybe they're using it up here with the wood or something. So I gotta find my hammers. You have to track your tools so they don't disappear. That's something that can't be helped here in the Philippines. Always pay attention to where your tools are. And I haven't with my mini sledge, and now I don't see it. Okay. Anyway, I have several sledgehammers. I've got one the exact size of what I loaned them. I have two the same size, and then I have all the way up to bigger size. I'm really surprised it's not here, because these guys using are pretty trustworthy. Maybe it's up on the farm somewhere. Maybe they're using it up there. I'll get it back. Anyway, let's go to lunch, guys. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it, all you guys. Thanks for joining our live feed. Thank you so much, Michael, for the super chat. All of you guys who are instrumental in helping us. We really, really much appreciate it. Jimmy John, don't get too drunk. Have a good time. And we'll catch you guys a little bit later. PK, I'm guessing anchor the metal trusses for the roofing. Yes, that's what it's for. Funeral today for the guy that swallowed the chicken bone. I don't think it's today, Josh. But they're celebrating his death right now. But yeah, the funeral's coming soon. Have a good one, Mike. Talk to you later. See, your better half went live. Have a good day. Okay, thank you guys. See you, John. You could eat most edible saltwater fish. You should never eat raw fish, freshwater fish raw. Yeah, it's too dangerous. That cap makes sense now. Losing signal. Okay, back. Hey, everyone. Please like the live before it ends. It really helps out. Thank you so much, PK. Michael, enjoy your lunch. Josh, hammering forms. Yeah, I think they were. I think it's up top somewhere. The guy was doing forms on small nails. You asked him inside the building. Later, Mike. Later. See y'all. Thank you so much. Again, Michael Apostle, thank you for the super chat. Much, much appreciated, guys. And we'll catch you all later on this evening or this afternoon. Bye for now.